Welcome back to Weather Command. As we celebrate the 4th of July, we reflect on the people, places, and moments that helped shape our nation. New York City is at the heart of much of that history. And as America approaches its 250th anniversary, it's worth remembering that some of our nation's defining moments weren't shaped by generals or soldiers alone. The weather also played a critical role. Fox Weather senior correspondent Robert Ray joins us from Brooklyn Heights, New York. Robert, you've been highlighting the history in that exact spot, and it really was a blanket of fog that changed the course of history.
It really is amazing, this story with George Washington and his 9,000 Continental troops that escaped Brooklyn over to Manhattan in the cover of fog in the aftermath of a nor'easter, leaving the British troops to wonder what the heck just happened. Have a watch. It happened right here along the East River in August of 1776. General George Washington and thousands of exhausted Continental soldiers found themselves trapped, with the powerful British Army closing in after a devastating defeat on Long Island.
Losing the Army ultimately becomes what would mean the death of the Revolution. When you look at the X's and O's, if you will, it's really quite amazing that so much of the Continental Army got out of this situation intact. But then, of course, they're only then bottled up in those breastworks. Yeah. Because now, the Americans lose this position. And so now, they still control the entrance to the East River, but now there's an army to the left, and we're waiting for the wind to change, for the Navy to come up the right, and then that situation, particularly with no naval support for the Americans, becomes very untenable.
Many believed the revolution was over before it had truly begun, but then the weather changed. During the night of August 29th and the morning of August 30th, 1776, fishermen and sailors quietly ferried 9,000 American troops across the East River to Manhattan. It was one of the largest and most dangerous military evacuations in American history.
What saved them was the weather. It's really, really crazy. By divine intervention or just a stroke of luck, the nor'easter made it unfavorable winds for the British Navy, that was just parked outside of Staten Island. They couldn't sail up in the harbor to cut off Washington from the water. But as luck provided, a nice dense fog covered the entire East River and Brooklyn Heights, so the other soldiers could escape basically undetected.
The thick blanket concealed Washington's final troops from British lookouts, just a few hundred yards away. And by the time the fog lifted, the Americans were gone. Here on the East River and Manhattan, this is the exact spot that George Washington and the 9,000 troops escaped in those small vessels across into Manhattan. This is Brooklyn. But there is broad disagreement as to how intense the weather actually was, how dense that fog was. But then the agreement comes into play that, indeed, it did help them escape and get away, and the British were left going, where are they? George Washington later called the successful withdrawal nothing short of remarkable. Had the Continental Army been destroyed here, the revolution may have ended before the Declaration of Independence was just over a month old.
The fog lifted, as the story goes, right after the last troops entered Manhattan Island. According to legend, General George Washington was on that last boat.
The fight for independence continued, all because the Army escaped. The weather refused to cooperate with the British. And back here live on the East River, Brooklyn, Manhattan, beyond. And boy, I bet George Washington and those troops wish that they had jet skis to go across with the fog instead of the small vessels that they did. And to think about this, in 1776, the British had nearly 4,000 vessels in the harbor outside of Staten Island. Can you imagine that scene? They just had George Washington and his troops cornered. And by the way, once Washington made it over to Manhattan, the British figured out where he was, and they just pushed him up the island and then up into Washington Heights and then eventually New Jersey, and we know the outcome. Well, we won. That is why we are America 250 years later. Happy 250 later on this afternoon on the East River behind me. Tall and small ships will be making their way up and down to give all the tourists and residents a great sight leading up to Independence Day tomorrow. Back to you, Melanie.
Robert, it looks like you have the best seat in the House. Are there a lot of people that are already lined up, waiting to see those ships coming in?
I'm looking behind the lens and up and down this area. We're just starting to see a flurry of activity move into here. So I imagine we're going to see a lot of folks coming up here soon. That begins at 1 p.m., goes through 3 p.m., and then again, another parade tomorrow morning on July 4th here on the East River. A lot going on in New York and a lot of history, certainly, that we preserve and cherish.
Yes, certainly. You had so many historic facts in that piece, so it was beautifully done. Thank you so much, Robert. Fox Weather Senior Correspondent Robert Ray joining us in Brooklyn Heights.